contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, good afternoon. Well, I grew up old school, and things were real nice. Children had manners, and their faces weren't pale like true blood vampires because they relentlessly confined themselves to PC, PSP, and BET. We wrote letters. Now, everything is MSN, FB, BB, and ping. Furthermore, romance, spontaneity, and courtship are yesteryear. Instead, we have online dating sites and TV shows for that. But I grew up real old school. For instance, I remember my first job interview when the lady wanted to judge my ability to handle the workload, and she put this thing in front of me. Well, I stood up, did my stretches, and single-handedly completed 3 bicep curls with the contraption. The lady looked at me dumbfounded and told me that the object is a laptop. So I sat down very ladylike and completed 3 splendid leg raises, balancing the load on my lap. Suffice it to say, I didn't get the job. A couple of years later, I had my daughter, and as soon as she hit puberty, she decided that I should become computer literate and that she would teach me the various parts of the computer. One day she said to me, "Motherboard." Well, I promptly called my mother. I said, "But Ma, if you're born, you don't have to complain to Maria. You can pack your bags and come and spend some time with us." Every night, Maureen kept mumbling about this mouse and mouse and mouse. One day when she came home, I took her straight to the computer. I said, "Child, you see here? I set 6 rat traps around that thing. That mouse dead for sure tonight." After my education revolution, she started to tell me about this Facebook thing. I said, "Girl, after all those years I spent in school, I don't think I could face any more book again." So she elucidated that it's a website where you reconnect with classmates and relatives and even make new friends. But when I reminisced on high school, when I thoughtfully bought Mavis a tub of Dax grease to help with her hair growth problem, she had burst into tears, and I had absolutely given up on making new friends because when you're dealing with women, too many emotions fly along. So I figured I would leave all the reconnection to Vincent because the card paper people don't like to reconnect at all. Plus, I later heard that FB is exposing everybody's business and destroying more relationships than HIV, NDP, and ULP. Then I started hearing about this BlackBerry thing, and I thought, what a commendable job the Ministry of Agriculture doing. First, they introduced WhatsApp. Now, they bring us the BlackBerry. Because Lord knows the banana get us away. That is when Maureen enlightened me that the BlackBerry is a smartphone. But how smart a phone is it if it can't turn itself off while in church? Then now replacing the Bible with the smartphone and telling the pastor they have the Bible online. An online Bible, but with distractions to circumvent actually reading the scripture. Technology, eh? Go figure. Well, Maureen still went ahead and bought me this BlackBerry and kept pressuring me to do this Facebook thing. So I decided to take this advisable reconnection and hoped that it wouldn't result in irreversible disconnection. But even if a phone is smart, the user has to be even smarter. Because when Dingo sent a request for my PIN, I thought, Lord, the grass really not always green on the other side. Imagine she in America and want me to send pins for her. Anyway, she's my good friend. So I asked her, what kinds of pins you want? Common pins, safety pins, or hair pins? That is when she telling me about pin number on BlackBerry and gave me tiny thing on the phone. But no, my BlackBerry is the best thing since sliced cheese. And if you don't believe me, you could Google that. Then I ambitiously added worrying to track her development. And Lord have mercy, have any of you ever noticed that the teenagers on Facebook have their own language? Even the people who chat with you on the BlackBerry, they say shorthand, I say an excuse for illiteracy. Like when my pregnant friend Doris kept typing IKEA. I took my upstart self and sent some nice young okra and fresh fish for her. Well, you could imagine the confusion when I found out that IKEA is, I know, right? Because Doris was laughing her belly full, and I was livid because dolphin not so cheap right now. So, when my friend Robert, and an alcoholic, kept typing LOL, I bluntly refused to send him lots of liquor. Because since the time when he woke up cuddling the neighbor's shit, the rumors never stopped. And even girls sang about it. But even worse than that, Maureen no longer laughs. She holds her belly and says, LMAO. When she's shocked, she says, OMG. And she says, SMH, instead of simply shaking her head. Needless to say, although I miss the old-time days when you got slapped upside the head for misusing the Queen's English, I enrolled with the NICTP and got involved with groups like Toastmasters. Now, I'm the best of both worlds because I can have several conversations simultaneously on BB and FB using their Latin lingo, yet still write and speak in standard English. So, TGIS, so you can ROTF LOL, and I will TTY. Mr. Contest.